Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Coach Rock here from Revenge Basketball, and in today's video, we are going to be covering a very important topic, that is how to fix a broken jump shot. This is a question I get from a lot of players, whether they're going through a slump or whether they've always struggled to shoot the basketball well. So today, I want to show you a few tips that you can use that can help you fix a broken jump shot, just help you become an overall better shooter. Even if you are a decent shooter now, following these tips are going to help you become an even better shooter. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the way we approach shooting in general. I would say most players, coaches, trainers, they approach shooting from a bottom-up mentality. So what I mean by bottom-up is that they focus on the feet first, the lower body, then they get into the upper body, what to do with the upper body, and then they finish with the follow-through. We're going to kind of reverse that today. Now, I used to be a bottom-up jump shooting or shooting. Though that was what I believed as well, was to show a player, fix the base, move up, move up. But that was until one of my friends who's a trainer showed me the top-down approach, which is completely opposite of bottom-up, and I'll show you what it is in a second. And I started doing this with some of my players, and they saw pretty much instant improvement. By instant, I mean within the first week or so, they were shooting the ball better, and they were much more confident when they were on the court. So when we're talking about top-down, we're talking about we start with the follow-through first. So we like to follow a basic 80-20 rule here. If you don't know what that means everything you do, 80% of what's important is done by 20% of the work or whatever. So to kind of put that in layman's terms so you understand, there's many different components to the shot, but 20% of your shot is going to determine 80% of the results. So why not focus on what I believe to be the most important 20% that's going to have the biggest results on your shot? The most important three things are at the end of your jump shot, which is the bottom-up approach. So we flip that and we go the top-down approach, and we start with the most important things. So the first thing is the follow-through. All right, now, a lot of times when I say follow-through, players don't really know what, yes, you know you want to have your hand like this, but they don't really realize, you know, what are they doing it for? Why are they doing it? The follow-through, one, it allows you to keep focus on your target, and targeting is another important thing that we're going to get into in a second. It allows you to focus on your target. It helps you shoot the ball straight. And with our follow-through, of course, we want to have what they say, the hand in the cookie jar, gooseneck, whatever you want to call it. But you want your fingers pointing down on your target. So you want your shooting hand, your fingers, to be pointing down on the target. So what do you want the offhand to do? You want the offhand or guide hand, whatever you want to call it, to come off the ball before you release. Now what you do with this offhand is really up to you, as long as it's off the ball. Now I'll do another video. Some players have a little thumb flick, others don't. Which should you have there? I'll do a completely other video to talk about the thumb flick and what you should do if you have the thumb flick. But right now I just want you to really just focus on what we call the frame. So I want you to frame the basket. From here, you should see in your frame your two pointer fingers pointing down on the basket. And by frame, I mean taking a picture. So if I had like a phone right here and I took a picture, inside of that picture, let's say I took a picture of the entire square of the backboard. Inside of that picture, you would want to see my shooting fingers down, elbow around here, around my eyebrows, and offhand somewhere here. You would want to see all that in that frame of the box. Okay, so we're really focusing on that. I'm not even worried about anything else right now. All I'm worried about is that. So you can take a few shots, but always focus on your follow through. And you want to correct your follow through if for some reason it comes offline. So let's say one time you shoot and your follow through is like this. I want you to correct it every time. All right. I want you to get in the habit of having that follow through down on the basket on your target area of where you're targeting, which should be the middle of the basket. Now, the next thing we're going to work on, notice I haven't said anything about feet, haven't said anything about bending your knees or anything yet. Next thing we're going to work on is targeting. So we want to find our spot. I talked about this before, but the main thing you want to do when targeting, it's not rocket science. You want to find the middle of the hoop, and then you can focus on the front of the rim, the middle of the rim, or the back of the rim. It really doesn't matter. All that matters is that you focus in the middle, and you pick a spot, whether it be the front, the middle, or the back, and stick to that spot. So don't aim at the front of the rim sometimes, then the back of the rim. If you want to aim at the front of the rim, aim at that spot every single time. So that's the second part, is finding that target. Now, you're going to do some just regular shooting reps, just like we did before, regular shooting reps, focus on the follow through. Now we're focusing on the targeting and the follow through. You want to find that target as early as possible. So of course you have to look at the ball to catch it. As soon as you catch it though, the great shooters, they can look up before they catch the ball. And you'll see guys like Steph Curry, he looks up before he even catches the ball. And I think the best shooters are targeted or have targeted the basket for longer. And again, this takes a certain feel for the game. This takes a lot of repetition, but just a split second helps a lot. And they've done studies to prove this. So anyway, you're gonna come here, you're shooting, and you're working on those two things first. Now the next thing we're gonna work on that can really help you is your dip. Of course, dipping the basketball. Back when I started saying this years ago, people was like, no, you shouldn't dip, you shouldn't dip. Because the old school, even when I was growing up, the way my coach told me was never dip the ball, just go straight into your shot. Now it's pretty much known in basketball that you should dip the basketball before you shoot. Helps with rhythm, helps with range, helps with getting the same shot every time you shoot. But I've noticed something where players that have a more herky-jerky shot, where they get the dip wrong is they dip the ball, but they don't have their elbows bent. So they kind of dip with the ball too far out from their body. And then what happens here is they go here and then they shoot. So it's like a two motion, but it's not even a smooth two motion. It's not the normal two motion in the sense that you would see it. It's a very herky-jerky here shot. So what you want to do is you want to dip the ball, but you want to keep your elbows close to your body. Notice, look how close my elbows are to my body on both sides, and they're bent already. So as I catch the ball, we're here and we're shooting. Another great thing you'll see great shooters do, like Steph Curry, the reason he has a quick release is because his elbows are usually kind of attached to his body. So when he catches the ball, he's just going straight up into his shot rather than catching out here, bringing shooting. So we can practice this, boom. We have the ball dipped. You can even catch it here, but you're bringing it down. Elbows close to your body, ball close to your body, not out here, close to your body. And then you're getting into your shot right there. Okay, and then from there, you can work on your base. Now the base, I think, is something that you're gonna find naturally because it's all about being comfortable. Very rarely will you find a player whose base is just way off. I mean, if your base is off, you're not even gonna be able to shoot the ball if you're not balanced. So the base is easy to find as well. What I like to do is I like to have my players shoot a regular shot, see where you land, and then you wanna have your base similar distance to how your feet land. So if my feet are landing like this, I don't wanna start with my base like this. All right, but this is something that's different for every player, so I can't say there's a one-way fix for the base. The base is different, just like the shot pocket, all that stuff is different. That's why the main thing you want to focus on, the things that are the same for every player out there, is the follow through, the targeting, and it should be this dip. Now, if you're shooting from here, 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 I don't really care about any of that. So focus on these three little things that we talked about today. The main thing to remember is focus on a top-down approach rather than a bottom-up approach. And this is really going to help you out. This is really going to help you become a better shooter and help fix your shot if you feel that your shot is broken. So there you have it. If you found today's video helpful and you're looking to take your game to the next level, just visit our website, revengebasketball.com. or I'll put the link in the comments for you. That'll take you to our website, take you to some free training so you can continue to improve your game and keep getting better every single day. If you enjoyed the video, do me a big favor, hit the thumbs up for me. Scroll down, comment below, let me know what else you need help with. Anything you need, you know I got you. I literally get the majority of my ideas from things you guys leave in the comments. I think one player left like 15 videos in the comments for me to do, and I've been trying to knock them out because they were all great ideas, and I know it's content that a lot of you guys probably need. So definitely don't hesitate to comment down below. Last but not least, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you never miss another video. Until next time, I'll see you then.